Hello, my gorgeous people. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm so happy that you've joined me yet again on another YouTube video of mine. Today's video is especially for all those girlies that want to get their hair bleached, that want to get a bleach balayage like this. Now, the whole idea of bleaching your hair might sound really scary to a lot of people, especially if you have very black hair. I've got super black hair, you know, the brown genes are really strong. I've got really black hair, and to bleach my hair takes a lot of hours. You would have noticed that I got my whole bleach balayage done all over again. This time we did a little bit of a twist. We added a lot of thick highlights, a lot of lowlights, very different from the last time I got it. So I get my bleach balayage once a year, not more than that, and I don't want to damage my hair a lot, so I do a lot of treatments. I do a lot of aftercare, which I'm going to talk about in today's video. Now, if you're watching me for the first time, hi, my name's Preiti. I talk about all things cruelty-free, which means products that are not tested on animals. I test out a lot of local Indian brands. I do a lot of shout outs. I talk about minimal beauty and a lot more things. If this is the kind of content you resonate with, then please subscribe to my YouTube channel and continue watching today's video. Okay, first things first, what is my hair color? So this is basically a bleach balayage treatment. We've done a lot of lowlights, a lot of highlights. There's a lot of streaks going on here, a lot of different. You'll notice that these are way more brighter, the others are way more darker. We've added a lot of chunks, like these are all money pieces right here. This is what frames the face, and I love this style because it's not a global color, so when it grows out, it doesn't look too harsh. Global colors are going to leave a very strong line, and I absolutely hate that. Now, to achieve this color, it's taken me a lot of years. So initially when I started getting my bleaching process, it was a little more orange, it was a little more copper, and over the years, bleaching and bleaching and bleaching has made me achieve this beautiful color, which is more of an ash blonde. Now that you know everything about the bleach balayage that I've got done, if you want to get this, you need to know the post care, which is pretty lengthy. So I'm going to break down everything in today's video. Keep watching. The first one, and this is extremely important, reduce heat styling immediately. The minute you get your bleach balayage, immediately stop heat styling. The reason being, when you bleach your hair, you're basically removing pigment off of your hair. This entire process can really fry your hair. It can really dry your hair. And if you don't have a good stylist, somebody who's not monitoring the bleach every few minutes, you can burn your hair. And that's why a lot of people opt for no bleach hair color, which is honestly not very long lasting. Bleach is extremely necessary if you want to go lighter, and especially on black hair, Indian hair, you need to use bleach if you want to go lighter. So with this, I don't use a lot of strong heat styling. I don't use any curling tongs because I naturally have wavy hair. I don't straighten my hair a lot. I blow dry it on medium to low heat. So today I've not used any heat styling tools except blow dry my hair. Now I've got naturally wavy hair, so that's why it kind of forms all of this naturally, but I've just blow dried it on medium and low heat. So before I do that, I use a heat protectant spray. So brands like BBlunt have amazing heat protectant sprays. That's the one I've used today. For the longest time in my teens, I thought heat protectant sprays are such a waste of money. And then I started bleaching my hair, and now I realize the importance. Heat protectant sprays cut down the damage by almost 80 to 90% because they block all of that hard heat that can really damage your cuticles. When your hair is already fried with bleach, and now you're going to use heating devices like curling tongs, blow dry on extremely hot temperatures, you're going to straighten your hair. That's so damaging. This is one of the reasons why a lot of people say, oh, bleaching has ruined my hair, because they never really took the good aftercare that they should have. Now, the second tip, I've spoken about this a lot of times, only comb your hair when it's wet. This is so important because bleach is going to really over dry your hair because you're basically removing the pigments. Now the cuticles of your hair are damaged, so your hair is going to get really frizzy. It's going to be really weak. If you have coily, wavy, very curly hair, then this tip is even more important for you, because if you're going to comb dry hair or brush dry hair, you're going to cause a lot of breakage. Now your hair is bleached, it's super dry and frizzy, and you're combing it when it's dry. So that's going to cause a lot of friction. You're going to have a lot of frizz, a lot of knots, not a good time. What I recommend instead is using a good leave-in. Maybe you could use some serums as well and comb your hair when it's wet. This reduces damage significantly. It's going to reduce the frizz on your hair. Bleaching does cause a lot of frizz. It gives you good volume as well. That's why I really love it. But this is a tip that's really important. And regardless of having bleached or colored hair, combing your wet hair is going to really improve the quality. And when I say comb, I don't mean going ham. Use a white tooth comb. Use a brush that's specifically made for detangling wet hair. That really helps to improve the condition of your hair. It's going to reduce frizz. It's going to release those knots. And once your hair dries, there's going to be no frizz. Another thing you can look out for is silicone bristle brushes, silicone combs. They are really flexible, so they don't cause a lot of damage on your wet hair. Number 3 is using intense hair repair masks that add that shine and really repair your hair strands. You can use this once a week, once every 10 days, totally depends on you, but this should be regular in your wash routine. Now, bleaching reduces a lot of shine in your hair because you've lifted off all of that color, your cuticles are damaged, there's frizz. So when the light falls on your hair, it's unable to reflect it all back beautifully, and this is what causes that lackluster feel on your hair. One of my favorite hair masks is this one right here. This is the Bee Blunt Intense Shine Hair Mask. It is one of my favorites. You guys have heard me speak so much about this. It's been in my hair care empties. I absolutely love it. It is so moisturizing. It is so deeply conditioning. It repairs each hair strand so beautifully. So when I look for a hair mask, I really want something that's deep conditioning, that reduces frizz, that also adds that shine. I want like an all-in-one, and this does exactly that. Bee Blunt is a premium hair care and styling brand in India. The brand name is pretty synonymous with cutting-edge hair care and styling. One of the things that I love about this brand is that all of their products are designed for Indian hair types and the Indian weather conditions. This hair mask has been a staple for me for so long. I love this entire range, but this mask is the MVP. You can basically get salon-like, shiny, frizz-free, strong, and deep conditioned hair at home without spending thousands of rupees in a salon. Now, rice protein in this adds that shine, it gives you that strength, and silk protein improves the elasticity of your hair. This, along with the Bee Blunt Signature Shine Tonic, gives you that shine. You'll notice how my hair looks so shiny right now. It's all thanks to this hair mask. It's basically an all-in-one hair mask. You don't have to invest in a separate hair mask for strengthening, a separate one for DC, deep conditioning, a separate one for shine. This is great for color-treated hair. Another mask that I absolutely love, and you guys know which one this is, it's the Intense Moisture Hair Mask. Fantastic for dry hair. The Intense Moisture one was a constant for me in summers because my hair got super dry with all the running around for the wedding season. It was my brother's wedding, so there was a lot of partying, a lot of hairstyling, and that hair mask came to my rescue. So if you have super dry hair, if your hair is super frizzy, then that is the one for you. And if you want to add that shine, then definitely this is the one for you. If you want to get your hands on this hair mask or any other products of Bee Blunt, you can use my code Preiti2024 for 20% off on the official Bee Blunt website. All of these products are also available on Nykaa, Amazon, Flipkart, but my code is only applicable on the Bee Blunt website. Every time you shop from them, Bee Blunt links your order to one woman who they help empower with the help of Sambha Foundation. They do this through their Bee Blunt Shine Academy. They're on a mission to empower 10,000 women this year across the nation. A lot more information is available on their website. Don't forget to check the links in my description. Now, number 4 is regularly toning your bleached hair. This is extremely important. A lot of people get their hair bleached, they get highlights, and they forget to tone it regularly. I've met so many people that complain about how bleaching has ruined their hair. The day they got it bleached, the color was different. It was ash blonde and now it's orange. This is basically your hair coming back to its yellow undertones, the brassy orange undertones. The process of bleaching is basically removing all of that pigment, right? So if you have really black hair, if you're going to be removing that pigment, you're going to be left with something that is very copper, very brassy. It's going to look really bad, which is why you need to tone it. Toning is basically cancelling all of the yellow and the orange undertones. This is done by using the opposite color on the spectrum. So you have a color wheel. I'm going to leave a photo on the screen. This is what a color wheel looks like. So you have to basically use a purple shampoo or a purple toner to cancel out orange, and a blue toner or a blue shampoo to cut out the yellow. And this is what toning does. This is how you get an ashy color like this. If I don't tone this regularly, I'll have a lot of orange. You can see some orange popping. I am due for my toning session. This can get even more orange. It can get really brassy too. The entire process of bleach balayage is so exhausting. It takes really long, guys, a minimum of 6 to 8 hours. Sometimes it can go on for 10 to 11 hours because if you have black hair and hair of my length, it's going to take a long time. That's why as soon as I have like a proper 5-inch growth, I go get it done. Imagine putting all of that hard work, all of that time and money, and then not doing an aftercare, not toning it regularly. Now you have orange hair. What the hell, man? One of of the biggest icks that I get and one of the most poor hair hygiene is investing so much time and money on bleach balayage and not toning it. It really looks super cheap. It looks really tacky. It really brings your whole outfit and your makeup down because it doesn't complement your skin tone. Orange does not complement a lot of Indian skin tones, which is why we have to go for browns or ash blondes and caramel blondes and stuff like that, right? And when you have brassy hair, it looks really cheap. It doesn't complement your makeup, doesn't complement your outfit. It makes our desi skin tone look really, really bad. Now, toning isn't the most expensive affair, but this is something you have to budget for if you're planning to get your hair bleached, because toning really helps to improve the quality of your hair, give you that shine, cut out all of that brassiness. Another thing, if you want to delay the whole toning process, say you got your toning done this month and you don't want to get it done for a couple of months because maybe it's expensive, invest in a black shampoo or a purple shampoo. A lot of brands out there have beautiful black shampoos, purple shampoos. These really cut down all of that brassiness. I strongly recommend getting one of those. I would still say that they don't do the job 100%. That cannot be a permanent cure. This is something that you can use as prevention on a daily basis, on a regular basis rather, but a toning every few months is extremely important, guys. Take this very seriously. You do not want your crowning glory to look like a hot mess. Number 5 is sun protection. Please do not skip on that SPF for your skin and even for your hair. For your hair, the most important thing when you're stepping out in the sun, use a scarf. If you have fresh bleached hair for a beach vacation, use a scarf. You can also use a sunscreen spray on your hair. You can use a hat. Stay in shady areas. You don't want to be too much out there in the sun. Salt water along with all the minerals in the salt, and then you have the sun exposure. All of that together can be super damaging. I also noticed one thing: the more time I spent in the sun and ocean water right after getting my hair bleached, the faster it turned orangish and yellowish. It was so annoying. I still remember when I went to Bali with my fresh bleached hair and I came back with orange hair and I'm just like, what is going on? And then I realized it's all that salt water and the natural bleaching that's happening with salt water and the sun. Your pigment is getting fried, your hair is getting fried, that's why it's getting lighter. That was so damaging. You can use a good hair mask or leave-in before you go in the water. Spray some sunscreen spray on your hair as well. This is going to really protect your hair. You don't want to damage your already damaged hair because bleach does damage your hair. Now, number 6 is use shampoos that are very gentle. You don't want something that's really strong, preferably anything that doesn't have a lot of sulfates because you don't want to over dry your hair. Sulfates are great. I don't have a major problem with them. They are superb to remove buildup, but that is not something you can use regularly for every single wash every week. One of the things that I noticed when I got my hair bleached for the very first time was the gentler the shampoo, the faster my hair repaired itself. I noticed that if I used any anti-dandruff shampoo or any shampoos that have sulfates, my hair got drier, it broke faster, it didn't get really soft, it got super frizzy. The gentler my shampoo, the healthier was my hair. I use gentle shampoos without sulfates, and sulfates once every 3 or 4 washes, so once maybe every other week, just for a thorough cleanse of my scalp to remove all of that buildup from my scalp as well as my hair, because all of the silicones in your serums, all of that hairspray needs a proper cleanse. The whole idea is basically to reduce all of that stress on your hair shaft, because the more it's gonna get dried, the more it's gonna break, and you don't want that. Number 7, and this is the last one and a fun one, stay away from swimming pools. This was a very fun incident that happened with me and I regret it terribly. I got my hair bleached, proper bleached, like this was my Nicki Minaj phase when I had a bleach blonde, proper whole head done. This was back in 2016, 2017. My hair was platinum blonde, and this was the Nicki Minaj and Lady Gaga phase, and I was just all into it. Poker straight bleach blonde hair, and my god, I went into a swimming pool and the minute I came out, my hair was green. And not the fun green, it was moss green. It looked yucky. It was so bad. And this is basically the chlorine reacting with the bleach. Chlorine has a nice bluish tinge to it, and now your bleached hair is yellowish and goldenish, and both of them combined, you know, the primary secondary color theory, we have green hair. And this made me so depressed. It costed me a lot of money to get the bleach back. In fact, what I did was just color my whole hair black. I was so fed up. There was so much breakage. Now, chlorine will also over dry your hair. It dries the hair generally, and if you have bleached hair, even more. So not only do you have a really bad mossy green color in patches on your hair, you also have very dried hair, very frizzy hair. So all in all, it's not a good time. In fact, it's the worst time ever. Stay away from all those water parks, swimming pools, all of those jacuzzis or whatever that they have going on with chlorine water. not good for your hair at all. If you must and if you enjoy swimming, then wear those ridiculously looking swimming caps. I know they make you look like an egg, but they are so helpful to protect the quality of your hair. Regular exposure to chlorine water is not good for any hair type, and let alone bleached hair. Oh my god, don't do that to yourselves. And that's it, guys. Those are all the 7 tips that are extremely important if you're getting your hair bleached or getting a bleach balayage. Very important steps. Do not miss out on all of these, and definitely budget for all of these things. Now with this video, I don't mean to scare you guys off from having fun with hair colors, but it's important to know that the aftercare does take a lot of money, effort, and time. I really hope you found this useful, and I hope this is going to be a great way for you to plan your next bleach appointment or your next bleach balayage appointment. If you enjoyed watching this video, then please hit the thumbs up so that I know you enjoyed watching it. If you have any doubts on bleaching, bleach balayage, hair color, leave it in the comments and I'm going to help you out. Alright you guys, I'm gonna take your leave now, but before I go, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and check out my previous videos right here. I will catch you all in the next videos. Till then, take care of yourself and your hair. Bye!